because I had to stop everything. You know, sometimes when a book that you've been waiting for comes up and you're able to get it, and you know how the pressure of Libby, man, the library, they have you in a chokehold. If you don't get this read in a certain amount of days, you're gonna miss out on life. So so I had to stop because I wanted to get it and I didn't want to have to pay for it. But hello and welcome back, and welcome if you're new to Turning Pages with Bree. So glad you took some of your time here to spend with me on this video. Okay, so this is actually going to be my very first vlog video. I said I was going to try to do this. I actually was supposed to attempt to do this last month, or this month, because it's the end of August. So I was going to do it in August, but I didn't get to do it. So I'm going to do it basically for September. So it's my very first vlog. And of course, thank you so much again for tuning in to this video. And if you haven't, please like the video, subscribe, all the good things, comment, and give me feedback if you would like. So I am going to be tackling 2 books. I talked about this on a previous video, one of them being Miss Shanora Williams' Whispers of the Lake, and the other one being Miss Ashley Antionette, Before the Streetlights Come On. So I'm going to be reading these 2 books in this vlog. So I'm going to basically come on and talk about the books as I am getting through them, reading them. And I will also try to put in other snippets of things that I'm doing that is somewhat bookish related throughout these weeks to make up this video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. It is different for me to do this because this will be the very first one, but I'm going to attempt to do my rendition of a reading vlog. Anyways, I'm not gonna hopefully have this part be too long, but I'm gonna put a timer on and get started with Before the Streetlight come on. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this one first, and I'm gonna try to just dive into about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm just using my iPad to set a timer so that I can kind of keep up with the time and how long it takes me to tackle and read this book. And I'll come on and share with you. Okay, so I have, you know what? This is my first time, y'all. This is my first time doing this 2-strand twist, and I just unraveled like the hair, the twist. And so I did that like yesterday, and I'm liking this. This is my first time trying it, but it works for me. I think I can do. Now I need to color my hair because all my gray popping out, everywhere. But anyway, sorry, just got distracted there looking at myself. But anywho, I have read the first chapter in the book. Okay. I took the dust jacket off, and it's so pretty. It has the same thing goes on the dust jacket is actually on the book. So anyways, I read the first chapter because it's like the chapters are long in this particular book. So, or at least the first one was. It's like 15 pages. So I'm on chapter 2. So I'm not a fast reader. But I did get that done in like 30 minutes or so. So anyways, I just wanted to come on and share with you an update because like I said, I'm going to be updating you as I am reading this book. And so it's actually probably would have been better to read it in a couple of months because it's actually a friendmas story. So it's 4 girls, 4 friends, as the front of the book does show. It's like four girlfriends. Anyways, and it begins basically sharing about how they met and when they were young, and then it gives you a brief like update of that information, and it pulls from the first chapter, it talks about the two two of the young girls that met when they were actually enemies in high school, and that ended up becoming a friendship between the two, from them getting in trouble with each other. And so anyways, that was kind of cool, that they turned that enemy, relationship into a friendship. The one young lady, basically her name is Ellie, and she doesn't have, or didn't grow up with much. She didn't have a lot. And so she meets, or the other young lady in the story, Sloane, is who she is enemy with, and she ends up getting in trouble with her. But that relationship becomes a friendship, a best friend situation. And it talks about their story in the first, like I said, chapter, specifically as what's going on with them today, like what they're dealing with now. So Ellie has been married. She has 2 kids. I won't go into great detail because I don't want to spoil it too much. But to me, I think from looking at other vlogs of people doing them on BookTube, it seems like that's kind of the point, I guess. You kind of end up giving spoilers. So if you're watching the vlog, I think you probably want the spoilers. But anyways, Ellie is married. She has 2 children, but there's issues there. I'll just put it that way. There's issues there. And they talk about that in this first chapter. And then Sloane, the best friend, they live in 2 different places too. They don't live in the same state. Ellie is the one that lives somewhere else, but she's coming back home for this Friendmas holiday week to spend back home where everybody else is. The other 3 of them live in the same state. And anyways, Sloane is a doctor. She is an OBGYN. She's very successful. She's got a lot going on, but she doesn't have the family. She doesn't have anyone except, taking care of herself. She gave up that life to have the life she has, which is a doctor. So she poured everything into being a doctor. And so anyways, that is where we're at right now with the story. So I will, of course, come back and update you as I get farther in this story. I won't do, of course, every chapter, but I will, maybe once I get halfway through the book, I'll come back and give some updates about the story. And then I'll also, share with you some other things that I'm doing. Okay, so wanted to come on really quickly to give you an update of what I've been reading, on this vlog, which is Before the Streetlight Comes On by Antionette. Okay, so I have gotten a little bit farther. I think I'm on chapter 4, so not terribly far, but I've gotten a little bit farther in the book. Let me tell you, this book is good. So I think I already shared with you that it is actually discussing 4 good friends that are childhood friends that are now coming together for the holidays, what they're calling a Friendsmas. So it is, a celebration of Christmas for their friendship. And they live in some of them live in the same city, and then some of them, I think most of them live in the same city, I believe, except one. One lives out of town. And so anyways, she has flew in to be in the same city as the rest of them so that they can share with this holiday together. Okay, and they haven't been around each other like this, other than on the phone, in a long time. So it goes into the one that's been away. She's now flew in and she has 2 kids, and so she's flew in to town, and this is her hometown, and she actually has not been back to this town since. All right, so I apologize about that. My phone was ringing, and I'm recording on my phone, so apologize. But going back to what I was stating about this book, and basically the 4 friends, they are coming together for the Friendsmas. Like I said, the one has came into town with her 2 daughters, and she has not been to her hometown to visit since her mother's passing. So it's been, I think, almost 4 years since she's been home. Her dad is there still, and then her brother, he is also there. And I won't go into all the details because I don't like to give away too many spoilers. Hopefully this is not too much, but I will tell you that the premise of what's going on so far, it makes you want to continue to read. So, and I expected no less from Miss Ashley Antionette. It is a good book. It's a good read. Because I'm reading it physically, it's going to take me a little bit longer because I normally listen audio, but I've actually this year been picking up reading more physical copies of books, and so I'm enjoying that, or either on my Kindle. And this one I didn't have on my Kindle. I actually bought the physical copy, and it's a hardback, and I'm a paperback girl, so I'm with it though, because it's a very pretty book, and I wanted to get it in the hardback in this instance. So anyways, I am going to continue to read it and share with you the full story, of course, once I have completed it. But I'll come back on before I complete so that you can kind of get my thoughts as I am going through it. But I'm still fairly in the front of the book, you know, I'm in the beginning. So all I can tell you is that right now I can see, or at least I think, that there is going to be some type of connection between one of the brothers, one of the young ladies, the young lady that flew in, her, and I think her name is Ellie. I think Ellie is going, her brother's friend, I think there's going to be some connection there, okay? And I think that there is also some connection between her best friend, because it's 4 of them, and I think Shy, the one named Shy, I think her and her brother have some type of connection. I think that's who I'll clarify that, but I think that Shy and the brother have either a backstory or they're going to have a story, but we'll see how this pans out. So I'm going to come back on when I, of course, have something more to share. I don't know if I said it. I can't remember if I said I am currently in the library right now in one of the study rooms. So I'm trying not to be too loud. And I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. And continuing on this same, video, trying to vlog, I'm reading this book, Before the Streetlights, Before the Streetlights Come On by Ashley Antionette. So I have gotten a little bit farther, and I apologize if the video is a little crooked, but I've gotten a little bit farther in the video. I mean, in the book. I mean, not much, because life be lifing, right? So let me take this dust jacket off because I don't want to mess it up. So anyhow, I am on page 66, and I'm not being slow because I want to be, because I don't want to actually put the book down. I want to continue to read the book, but life is lifing, and you know how it is. You can find all these things that you can do or that you have to do, and sitting and reading just is last on the list. But I am going to attempt to read a little bit more. I actually have a little bit of time. I should be cooking dinner, but I think because my son's game is tonight at 6, and it's already 3:43, and this is September the 11th because his game is tonight. We're probably just going to get something at the game or after the game. So anyways, it's 3:43. I can dedicate about 45 minutes or so to reading right now. So I'm going to see how much I can get read in this book. But anyways, you know how it is when I'm trying to read with my physical eyes. I'm definitely done better this year than I have any other year recent in a long time. But listening audio is just my friend. I just get engrossed in it, and I can of course listen as I am doing all the multiple things that I have to do. So I just finished this thriller called Guess Again by Charles Dunley, I think it is. I'll have it up here so you can see it. But when I tell you this book was so good, I had to listen to the book in like almost one setting. I started yesterday, I finished it today. It was that good. It had me wrapped in it because I can get so engrossed in these thrillers. Oh my God, it was just so good. And this is like my second read of his. I read something else from him while I was waiting for this one. And that one was good, okay? So this one popped up. I just stopped what I was reading and read and listened to this one. So it was so good. So if you are on the fence about this particular book, because it's new, and I got it through my Libby. And I can tell you, if you are a thriller girly, you like, psychological suspense, this is one you want to definitely put on your list to go ahead and read. And you can usually get it from Libby for free. So anywho, I'm gonna see how much I can read within the next 45 minutes or so of my book, but it is, y'all, it's good. And I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna try to share some with you once I've read a little bit more into this book, and we'll see what we get. But carry on. Okay, so my 45 minutes is up. It's truly about 40 minutes because I was fumbling around about 5 minutes. But anywho, I got about 18 pages in. Y'all, I am not a fast reader. It is what it is. But I am glad I was able to sit down and get those 40 minutes in and read those 18 pages. Because of course I got further into the book, and I am now on chapter, hold on, I'll tell you. And her chapters in this book are long, so I'm of course someone that really appreciates a book that has short chapters because it makes you feel like you're accomplishing more. But however, I'm on chapter 6, and I still have quite a bit in chapter 6 to go. Okay, sorry about that. I had to change rooms, come into my office here in my book room to finish kind of telling you guys about what I read. So anyways, thank you for your patience on that. So like I said, I got 18 pages more in. I am actually on page 85. And just so that we're keeping a track of what's in this book is 401 pages. So I'm just a little bit further along in the story. At this point in this stage of it, I can share with you guys, because I try not to give much of a spoiler situation, but with these vlogs, I think that it's hard not to do or not to give spoilers, because that's kind of the point for me to be able to tell you more about the story. So anyways, up to this point, we are learning more about the relationships between the 4 girls, okay? The 4 friends, and the relationship between Ellie that flew in to be with the rest of the group. Ellie's the one that has 2 daughters, and one of the daughters is biologically between her and her husband, that her estranged husband, they are not together. And the other daughter, they adopted, so she's younger. And so, anywho, I won't go into any more details about that specifically, but I will tell you that we are learning more about the dynamics of their relationship and why he's estranged with her. They are going into exploring a relationship between someone else that's kind of stepping in somewhat at this point. This other person is a partner of her brother, her older brother. Anyways, they know each other, and so she ends up meeting Loyal, the partner, and he kind of steps in and helps out with a scenario that kind of happens in a situation. I'm trying not to give this stuff away, but anyways, he kind of ends up stepping up and helping her out in a dilemma. And so from that, they are developing somewhat of a relationship, or the beginnings of a relationship. I haven't dived too far into the book at this point, but I can tell you that, of course, that's going to be a story. And then one of the close friends, Sloane, that's the doctor, she is developing more of a relationship with Ellie's brother, okay? And his name is Cassidy. And so anyways, we are getting their dynamic and how they were, they talked a little bit how they were as younger, them, and then how they are creating this scenario, this relationship between them now. I mean, it isn't quote unquote a relationship at this point, but you can see the onset of what it's about to be. So those two so far, we've got to dive into. The other two, I'm pretty sure Shy and Courtney are the other two girls that we will be diving into as the book goes on into detail. So this is where I am so far with the book. I hope I didn't give too much of a spoiler about it, but I can tell you it's very interesting and it is very good. It's got all the makings of a very good book to read if you are into, friends and their dynamic of how they grew apart, and then but still together with a friendship, and just living their day-to-day lives and the things and experiences that they have to go through to continue to have that friendship, and then what it grows into, because as we grow, we live our lives, we become the people that we are naturally going to become with work, kids, individual relationships with people that we've, intertwined our life with, and holding on to those friendships that you've had from many, many years ago as a child can be, daunting. It can go through some strains and stresses, because especially if you leave town and you're not, there anymore face to face with those people, and it's only like a phone situation that can kind of carry that relationship on, unless you put forth the effort. Because in relationships, friendships, marriages, whatever it is, it's work. In order to make it work, you do have to work at it. So the dynamics that the author is putting us through to read about, is real life. And so that's one of the things I really like about Ashley Antionette. She really does pull out those gut-wrenching, like real life things that you go through in her stories. And so I am enjoying it. I wish I could sit and read all day to just like read it all up, but I can't. I have a life, And I am going to pick it back up, and I probably will read a little bit of it tonight before I go to bed, but I'll probably, you know, come back on when I'm at least halfway through, so I can give you more of the story and kind of, you know, get towards the wrapping it up of this video. So I will be back once I have some more to talk about on this bookish vlog of before the Streetlight comes on. And of course I'll be listening to some other stuff in between, but I will carry on to the next time I'm doing something so I can put on this video. All right, see you soon. Oh, one thing, I'm sorry, but one thing I did want to share with you, it was a quote in here, and it was just so, it made me laugh out loud. So I wanted to share with you. So I bookmarked it so that I could come back to it. So I'm just gonna read this part to you. It says, I'm trying to make sure I'm reading it from the part that makes the most sense. Okay, so I agree, but tonight take your daughters to the game and let the fine ass man knock the bottom out that P-U-S-S-Y. Leave it to Shy to lighten such a heavy mood. The girls exchanged high fives as they crackled in agreement, while Ellie shook her head at their antics. He has a girlfriend, Ellie protested. Do he know that? Because I can't tell. He's tall, dark, handsome, paid, and clearly aggressive. He was ready to bleep something over you, and he barely knows you. If he has a girlfriend, then he's a dog. But bitch, dogs aren't meant to be are meant to be taken on a walk. Shy said as she eyed Loyal from across the room. Walk that nigga around the block like Jill Scott, Courtney agreed. After dark, around the clock, or whatever her poetic ass said, Shy added on. I just had to read that part because it was just funny to me, because if you know that song, if you listen to Jill Scott, then you know exactly what she's talking about, and it was just funny. Hopefully I didn't make that sound too crazy when I was reading it, because I'm all over the place. But anyways, just wanted to share with y'all. I'll be back when I have something else about the book. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to do this vlog. Just got through with my morning walk in the park, and I am about to head home and do some work. Anyways, I just kind of telling you what's going on. I'm gonna fix me some coffee, and I am going to try to start my day. I am gonna actually go through my books that I want to get rid of, or, you know, donate to the free library, and you know, try to clean out a little bit. And I will possibly come on when I'm doing that to show you guys what I'm getting rid of, to keep you abreast of that. My mornings take me getting up early. I'm usually up about 5:30. I have to drop my son off at school because he's not driving yet. He's still learning. He's 16 and he is learning, got his driver's permit. So anyways, I generally walk at the park right after, at least 3 or 4 times a week, and then I am ready to actually start my day. I've had some transition with work, so I'm leaning more into my real estate things right now, because I'm dual career. I have real estate that I do as well, so I'm going to be actually tackling more of that, thinking of ideas for that. And like I said, I'll come back on and share with you guys when I'm doing something more bookish, and to of course update you on the book that I'm reading. All right. Okay, so I had to come on really quick and just give a little update. I'm still reading Before the Streetlights Come On. I'm going to finish that one day. But anyways, you know, life be life, and so it is what it is. But in the midst of me reading, you know, that book and, you know, listening to some others, I had a Libby update from Libby that said that one of the books that I have been anticipating reading came available. And I have been waiting for this book for a while. And it is Miss Gray Huffington's Law. Okay. It's the first book in the, I forget the name of the series, but I'll have it up here somewhere. Anyways, it's the first book in that series. And so I had to stop because I have been waiting so long for this book to come up on my Libby. And I know a lot of folks have been talking about Gray Huffington. I've heard a lot about her books and haven't had a chance to read anything. So I said, let me, you know, go ahead and stop and read and, you know, and listen. It's the audiobook. So I said, let me go ahead and listen. Y'all, the book was so damn good. It was so good. And I'm not going to even get into the details because I'll save that for like a whole video. But I just had to come on and tell you guys that I enjoyed that book. It dealt with a lot, and she did a really good job. And of course, I realized that after reading that one, it's the first book in the series, but that's not the first series. The first series is the Eisenberg series, and that first book is Luca. And Luca I had it on hold forever as well. Still ain't came off hold with Libby. Well, let me tell you, in the midst of that, finished Law, realized, like I said, that there is a first book, which is Luca, and had to get it. Didn't want to have to pay for it, but I did actually figure out that Hoopla, okay, that's another app that is dealing with the library, but only certain libraries have Hoopla. Well, I joined a different library so that I could be a part of a Hoopla because I'm in Georgia, and so we have in the Atlanta area, and there's a lot of counties. So I was able to join one of the counties that does subscribe to Hoopla. Okay, so now I have the Hoopla app. Hoopla app is wonderful because it has a lot more indie authors than I have ever seen on my Libby. Okay, or at least for my county library, Libby doesn't have as much as the Hoopla does. And guess what? They had Luca, had it readily available right away. Y'all, just really finished today reading Luca. That man, Luca is that man, that character. OMG. Yeah, Luca is like book bae of the year. He is definitely that guy or that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I am so impressed with Miss Gray Huffington, how she created that character, and the relationship between Luca and Ever and her kid. I mean, it's just a good book. I enjoyed it. Can't wait to get into the next book in the series now that I'm going in order. So just wanted to share that with you really quick because I had to stop everything. You know, sometimes when a book that you've been waiting for comes up and you're able to get it, and you know how the pressure of Libby, man, the library, they have you in a chokehold. If you don't get this read in a certain amount of days, you're gonna miss out on life. So so I had to stop because I wanted to get it and I didn't want to have to pay for it. But now that I know that I really like Gray Huffington's books, I am so willing to pay for her books. And so I definitely will be getting some of her books as trophies, or maybe some books that I haven't read of hers. I'll just gotta, go ahead and purchase those. Anyways, just carry on. I wanted to interject what's been going on while I've been reading other stuff than the book that I'm supposed to be finished with probably by now. But this is how I do my vlog. So let's just go with it. Okay, so I had to jump back on real quick because I done started back reading the book. And I done made it to chapter 7, but y'all, the end of chapter 6, oh my God. Y'all, this book, it had me laughing out loud. I just had to read this little part. Because see, let me, before I read this little part to you. Ashley Antionette, girl, you know how to write a book. And I just love it when I read an author that keeps it so real. Okay, so this is, okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't give too much away. So I'm just gonna say that this is about one of the friends, the friend that came into town with the 2 daughters, okay? And this is a part where she is, she came back home from a game that her and her daughters went to see with a good friend, a guy friend that is her brother's business partner, okay? And so he likes her. They like each other. Okay, so anyways, but remember, I don't know if you can remember, she's married. They're separated, been separated for years, but and they live in different states and everything. So she does need to get a divorce. But anyways, this is the thing. This is the little part that I wanted to read. It says, hold on, because I'm trying to hold this and read it at the same time. Okay. So he says to her, this is to her dad. He says, "You ever heard of meeting somebody and knowing right away that they belong to you?" And then the dad says, "I felt that way about her mother. Told her she was going to be my wife the day I met her." Sounds like history repeating itself. And then I'm skipping a little bit so I can get to the part. Okay, so then the dad basically says, "Ain't nothing wrong with a man knowing what he wants. Knowing what he wants, but she's got a husband though. Got to get rid of that one first." That's what her dad is saying to the guy. And then he said, "Yeah, I'm on top of that too. We're gonna hold a funeral before the wedding." How's that sound? Really, that part just took me out. I just had to share that little bit of part with you guys. But I am carrying on. I'm slow reading, but I'm reading. All right. All right, so this is supposed to be a vlog. And so I am trying to share with you things that I am doing. So as you know, I was at Walmart, and of course I cannot walk out of Walmart and just get what I came for, because first of all, I don't shop at Walmart. Walmart is not my jam. But it was when I have to shop at Walmart, this was the Walmart that I would shop at, and it's by my son's school, and he needed something, so I needed to go in there before I started my day and go ahead and get this particular thing. So anyways, went in there, of course, to get that, but came out with other stuff. Let's not. But guess what? I didn't come out with a book. I seen some books, as you can see, but I didn't come out with a book. So anyways, I also want to, I'm in my room now, and I'm going to show you what I did get. But I had to switch out my candle in my room, or in my office, which is /office/guest room/ my library. So it serves a lot of purposes, this room of mine. But anywho, I realized that I burned all of my favorite candle so far. And this is sea salt and water lotus. You can see that. Sea salt and water lotus. Anyways, I'll probably take a picture so you can have it up here to see. But anyways, found out that I really, really like that candle. I love the way it makes it smell in here. I love the way it makes me feel smelling it. However, I don't think I've got another one of those. I got it on a deal at I think I got this. You know what? I think I got, and this is a soy candle. I got it at World Market. I think it's at World Market, and it because they were on sale. They were really, really cheap. So I got several candles. So I probably will have, of course, some others that I really, really love. But while in Walmart, of course, I walk by and see something that I cannot live without, which is, of course, a blanket. And I'm gonna have to turn the camera a little bit so you guys can see when I walk over here what I am. Sorry about that. But anyways, I want you to see it. So I'm gonna grab it, and this is it. Now look, they had other colors, and you'll see I'm showing you up here, but I walk past, green is my color. I love green. Did I need another green blanket? No, absolutely not. Just recently bought one, and it's over there in this chair. And it's cute. Got it for a deal, like $5, I think, $5 or $6. At what's the store I love? Dang, can't think of the damn store. Anyways, just recently got that, and it's beautiful. It has the little fringes on it, but this is soft, it's luxurious, and it wanted to come home with me, and so it did. It found a home with me. So anyways, got this beautiful, I'm just gonna figure out how I'm gonna lay it, but I'm gonna be using it. That's just so cozy. And I kept walking and seeing this beautiful lamp shade. Oh my gosh, isn't it cute? And, oh yeah, you touch it on and off touch. See, and it's so cute. So I'm gonna put this on my desk when I clean it off, because I don't have a space for it right this moment. But I'm gonna clean it off, and you'll see how it'll look, because it matches my desk, and my color. So I had to get it. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. Okay, so anywho, I'll let you join me while I clean that off. So I wanted to share that with you because those were some great Walmart finds. And let me show you this Dollar Tree find. I've seen something like this on someone's channel, I think, or social media. I seen something like this, and I don't know if they got it at Dollar Tree, but I found this at Dollar Tree, y'all. It's a calendar, has a little wood, stand, and it's for next year, for 2026. So I'm not gonna open it right now. You know what? I am gonna open it. So I want to see what it looks like, because it's kind of got a little bit of a bend, but I want to see how it does. But it is just cute to death. Look at that. And I have a picture of it. But $1.20. I think it's $1.25 or $1.50, because you know the Dollar Tree ain't $1 no more. So anywho, I am going to clean my desk off, and I'm going to organize this so it'll look right, and then I will come back, or I'll take a picture and show you what it's going to look like when it's all done up. But that's all. Just wanted to share that with you. Oh, and the candle, let me show you real quick. Let me see if I can flip the new candle that I've got in here now. Okay, so of course, because of the way my phone stand is in the car, I can't turn it this way without you not being able to see me correctly, because watch, I turn it this way and you see me like this, and that's not gonna work. So sorry. So anywho, I am headed to the park, like I said, and I am going to do what I said, which is mixing my real estate with my love of books, because I'm a realtor. And so I am going to donate these books, and I'll show you the books when I get to the park, but I'm going to donate the books and put my bookmarks that I had made, I'm going to put them in the book so that, you know, they can take a book and have a bookmark with my information on it, just in case they need a realtor for something. So I am very excited about this. I cannot wait because I hope this, I hope it goes over well. I really do. So anyways, I have a lot of books, and I'm going to try to stop at least 2 free little libraries. Oh, okay. Okay, just a second. All right, so we are turning into the park now. As you can see, I'm coming up on the park. I'm gonna find a parking space, and just bear with me, guys. And the park is, oh, I'm not used to it being busy like this, because I usually am here at like 7:20, 7:30 in the morning, and so there is like nobody here during that time, and I am not really loving the fact that it's this many people here, because it is deterring me from wanting to, put my stuff out. But I'm gonna do it. But I'm definitely not happy about the fact that it's like this many people out here. Okay, so anywho, wait a minute, 1 second. Okay, so I am trying my best to get this angle right so that you guys can see me. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna do the best I can because it ain't working right. But anyways, I wanted to go quickly with you because seeing me is not as important as it is what I'm doing is showing you the books that I'm about to go ahead and drop off, and then I'll take you and show some pictures so you can see, the before and after to the little library. So I am doing One by One by Miss Frida McFadden, The Fire Between High and Low by Brittany Cherry. Hold on, those two, no, hold on. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. It Ends With Us, Miss Colleen Hoover. I got a lot of books, y'all. And I'm sorry, I apologize. These books are going to be, of course, turned the wrong way. So you'll just see them here because I'm not going to go through editing to try to find the book and have it posted up here like I usually do, because this is really not a book haul. This is an unhaul of some of the books that I have that I am donating to the Free Little Library. So here we go. Yoga Pant Nation. This is by Lori Coleman. Again, I apologize for it being, in the wrong position. But anyways, this is one. Some of these I did not own. I actually got from the Dollar Tree, and so for $1.50, $1.25 for some, it was just worth it for me to be able to do this, which is give to the Free Little Library books that people will actually want to read. Okay, and then I got Heaven My Home by Atika Locke. I've never heard of this book. Atika Locke. Yeah, so anyways, that's another. I have heard of this one. It's called Ona Out of Order. I was shocked because I've heard of this and it was in the Dollar Tree. So someone's gonna be excited and lucky to read that one. The Younger Wife. This was actually mine by Sally Hepburn. I read this and I didn't really enjoy it that much. It's okay. Lion's Den by Catherine St. John. Okay. And hold on. Yeah, I think I got a lot. Infinite Home by Kathleen Occult. There's a Dollar Tree find here. And Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surley. This was mine. I read this. This is good. I got a strong mix. Heard It in a Love Song by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is a Dollar Tree find. I thought it looked like it was pretty good. It's a nice new book, and they didn't put the sticker all over the place. They have it just properly. I'm gonna do a better job of making sure that when books I get from the Dollar Tree, that it's just the sticker here instead of all over the place. And then this is another one, California Golden by Melanie Benjamin. This is another Dollar Tree, and the sticker is appropriately placed, because I got some that the sticker is just all over the place, and it's like this one. This one here I showed you. You see how they got the sticker up here? They already had a sticker back here. But here they go putting it up here all in the way. It was another sticker on top of this, and I guess they wanted to cover it up. But heck, couldn't you just have pulled that sticker off? But I guess they didn't want to damage the book. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. I hate it when it's like that. And I think I got one more. Broken Prince by Aaron Watt. Nice book. This is a nice book. Again, a Dollar Tree find. And I just thought, you know, it looked like it was of interest and somebody would probably really enjoy it. And this is kind of my way of giving back. You know, it's also a mix of me putting out my real estate information for people, but it is a really good way to give back that I think makes my heart happy. It makes me happy. And so I am excited about this. I am just good and excited. So I'm going to drop off all these books to the Free Little Library. So I'll probably have to make some room. I don't think I'm going to, and I still have more books. So I don't think I'm going to more than 2 Free Little Libraries today, but we'll see. So I'll be back. All right, so I'm holding my camera up so that I can talk to you guys without my head being cut off. I do want to tell you that the Free Little Libraries that I just visited, as you can see, they were kind of low. I guess somebody has came by and gotten a lot of them because they didn't have as many books as they had in there before. And so, sorry y'all, sorry. I'm so sorry. Anywho, I filled it up, and as you can see, it looks so much better, but I wanted to put some more books in there, but I do want to go by this other Free Little Library and put some in there, and I don't know if I have enough to put in both. So I'm gonna do a little inventory here real quick to see what I have, and then I may walk back over there and put some of these other ones in there, or I may just wait until tomorrow because I'm gonna be here tomorrow, and I can fill it tomorrow with some, or I can just wait. But I did fill, as you can see, one side. So I'm going to look at what I have and then make a decision if I'm gonna go back or not. And I'll be back. Okay, so this is my breakfast. I'm doing this for this vlog so that you will know how I kind of start out my morning. And this is true to time because I actually don't usually eat breakfast even this early, but I'm a little hungry. Actually, I didn't eat much last night. So it's about 9:36 a.m. and I've already walked. I usually drop my son off in the morning for school, and then I take a walk. I take a walk in the park, and then I come home, and I generally will either start doing some things that I need to get done, or I will, you know, right now walk my dog because I like to walk her as well, but I didn't feel like it, and there she is right there. And then I usually have on the TV playing YouTube. Right now, like you can see, I'm playing YouTube. Anyways, those are the things that I usually do first thing in the morning. Of course, I have my coffee here, which, excuse me, I've already drank out of. And I have my water that I've been drinking probably about halfway down that water bottle so far. Because I try to drink enough for the day. I don't really force myself to drink a certain number, but I try to drink one of these full, and then maybe a half of these. So maybe that's like 60 ounces or so. But anywho, this is my morning for this week and what I've got going on, because I'm going through a transition with work. And so, and as you already know that I'm a realtor, so I'm always doing that. But anywho, that is my warning for now. I will come back on when I have something else to tell you that is bookish. Okay, so I just had to pop on because I got 2 shirts from the Goodwill, and I'm particular about, you know, what I get from Goodwill, that's first of all, but I've washed them now and cleaned them, and so I wanted to pop on and show them because they turned out so much better than I thought. So I've got my clothes on up under this shirt because it's the type of shirt that is like a cover, you know, like you put it on, you put this over a shirt, or you definitely have something like camisole or something up under it. But it's turned out better than I thought it was going to. So I'm coming over here, sorry, because I'm cleaning clothes or folding clothes. But as you can see, look at this. I love, and I didn't expect for it to look this good when I got it, because I didn't realize it had this. I knew it was somewhat like this. I like this because it hides my big arms. If you don't know, I have big arms and I hate it. I absolutely hate my arms. One day they won't be this big, possibly. I keep working on it, but shirts like this camouflage that, which I totally love. And I just want to come on and pop on and show you guys because I got it for like $4 from Goodwill, and I can wear this up under like so many things. I mean, on top of so many things. I can dress it up with a skirt, I can dress it up with jeans, I can dress it up with just all kinds of things. So anyways, no, this is not bookish. This is this vlog stuff. So I wanted to share that with you, and it's this other cute top that I got, and I'm just gonna hold it up because I do not feel like putting it on. But I did try it on as well a few minutes ago. I'm not gonna put it back on, but it is so cute. This is the top, and it kind of hangs lower in the back, and it has the little fringes. It is so cute. I think this is so cute. So I can wear this like with a jacket, you know, one of those like shorter jackets, and this can hang below, or a sweater. So anyways, got 2 cute buys, and I think that one was like $3, and just wanted to share. So of course that's not bookish. But anyways, this little vlog stuff, I don't know how I'm gonna continue if I'm gonna do this again, but of course I have not finished the book before the streetlights come on, so I'm gonna have to do another vlog because I'm loving the book, but it takes a while for me to physically sit down and be still and read. I can listen, but read, I'm gonna tell y'all, reading with my eyes, it takes me a while. And I'm absolutely loving this book. I'm absolutely loving the book so much that I may go ahead and just purchase the daggone book if I can find it in Audible, or I think it might be in Audible, so that I can finish it and actually get through it, because I want to read it, but I just cannot have, I just sitting down and trying to read the whole book, it just ain't happening. And I want to get through it. And I've gotten through some other books that I really want to share with you guys that I have really enjoyed, and I don't want to forget about them, and I want to be able to tell you a little bit more about it. And I don't want to forget what I have read thus far through before the streetlights come on, because the book is so good. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm probably just going to end up buying it and listening, because I don't want to forget what I've read, and I want to finish it. So needless to say, I think this is possibly going to be the end of this vlog, and then I am going to pick up with a new vlog for the next week, so that this won't be like crazy long, because it don't make sense for it to be crazy long. But I can tell you that I am going to be sharing with you on the next one about Miss Gray Huffington, because I don't know if I said it already, but I've been listening to Greg Huffington, the Eisenberg Effect, I think it's called. I'm in book 2, Lyric, right now, and it's good. It is really good. It's spicy, but it is really, really good, y'all. It draws you in, it makes you want to read more, or at least it is for me. And, you know, I'm glad I'm taking the time to enjoy her series. So I'm gonna end this vlog here, and I'll carry on with another one for next week, and hopefully I'll be able to kind of finish out before the streetlights come on at that time. All right. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. It is totally different, out of my wheelhouse, but I wanted to do something different and try it out with you guys and see if you liked it. So hopefully you did, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one.